Roads are the ultimate metaphor for life. They cut across vast swaths of territory, have a beginning and an end, and they are dotted with scenes and moments that mark a journey, much like life itself. The road is an instrument of entry and escape, a means to an end and a symbol of progress laden with drama, pain and even death. All roads pose a risk by the fact that you're driving alongside other fast-moving vehicles is always dangerous, potentially, at least, and there's hardly any margin for errors. But some roads, due to their location or the way they were built, make traveling a real gamble. Here are 10 of the most spectacular and hair-raising roads in the world. 1. Leh Manali Highway. The Leh Manali Highway appears to graze the heavens. At its highest point, the highway sits at a dizzying 17,480 feet, 5,328 meters, and is gently enveloped by mountain ranges on both sides. The stunning views of snow-capped mountains and breathtaking drops can quickly turn into a nightmare though. The road has some damaged stretches and dilapidated Bailey bridges while the ever-present danger of landslides looms menacingly over the traveler's thoughts. This road, however, has a poetic and comic side. The highway is strewn with unusual road sign that may put the weary traveler at ease. 2. Sani Pass. The vertiginous 9-kilometer road that separates South Africa from Lesotho, known as Sani Pass, begs the daring traveler humility when maneuvering its winding gravel surface. The Sani Pass starts at 5,065 feet, 1,544 meters, and rises to summit at 9,435 feet, 2,876 meters. Along its dramatic and treacherous paths, travelers can view the remains of vehicles that failed to stay on its steep gradients and slippery slopes. Needless to say, many drivers have left their lives on this road. 3. Liang Tunnel. This picturesque tunnel carved out of the Taihang Mountains of China is a tribute to a group of villagers who vowed to break their isolation from the outside world despite the Chinese government's indifference. In 1972, 13 villagers from Liang took it upon themselves to build this 1.2-kilometer tunnel with no knowledge or experience carving tunnels out of sheer rock. Their efforts paid off. Besides providing access to the village and vice versa, the tunnel has also become a major tourist attraction, drawing in globetrotters by the thousands, a welcome turn of events for the village's economy. 4. Yungas Road. Known as the Death Road, Yungas in Bolivia claims the lives of 200 to 300 foolhardy passengers each year, martyred by the road's spectacular 600-meter drops, lack of guardrails, rockfalls and narrow single lane. The fortunate survivors have placed makeshift memorials to the fallen on the spots where they met their ends. The 96-kilometer Yungas Road connects the Amazon rainforest region with the country's capital, La Paz, and rises to 15,260 feet, 4,650 meters, before sharply descending to 3,900 feet, 1,200 meters, transiting quickly from cool altiplano terrain to rainforest, as it winds through very steep hillsides and atop cliffs, a dramatic change in landscape worth seeing, if you manage to survive the whole way. Rodovia da Morte. Though not the road's official name, the population of Sao Paulo hit the nail on the head with this moniker. Brazil's second longest highway cuts through the country 2,864.65 miles, 4,610.21 kilometers, from Fortaleza to Jaguarão, but the section that runs through the state of Sao Paulo, that stretch known as the Rodovia da Morte, leads the nation in road accidents and deaths. A combination of inclement weather, road surface and the fact that the SP section clings dangerously from the side of a mountain, makes this road a challenge to traverse. As if all these factors weren't enough to dissuade motorists from using the BR-116, the highway's real name, drivers are also prone to attacks by armed bandits even when nothing else upsets their road trip. 6. Nanga Parbat Pass. There is a road that leads to the heavens in Pakistan, but it's not paved in gold. Nanga Parbat, the ninth highest mountain in the world, rising to 26,660 feet, 8,126 meters, is the massively impressive and treacherous western anchor of the Himalayas, the home of the gods of three religions. The exhilarating beauty of Nanga Parbat is set off by its deadliness. Many climbers have met their doom attempting to scale its slopes, some never even made it to the slopes, but died en route on the fragile and narrow road that leads to its base. Sections of Nanga Parbat Pass are so dangerous they can only be crossed on foot, while the whole of the road is unpaved, uneven and nerve-wracking. Still, traveling its unsettling surface is worth it just to get a glimpse of the Indus River skirting the broad base of the majestic Nanga Parbat, as it rises to disappear in the heavens. The Trans-Siberian Highway. The 6,800-mile, 11,000 kilometers, trek from St. Petersburg to Vladivostok on the Trans-Siberian Highway takes the traveler through lush forests, upward spiraling mountains, arid deserts and the frozen tundra. The longest highway in the world, competing against Trans-Canada Highway and Australia's Highway 1, is certainly one of the most scenic roads in the world, passing through some of the most inhospitable climates in the world. The extreme temperatures make the road's upkeep a daunting task, leaving large sections full of potholes and others unpaved. 8. Tian Mun Mountain Road. The 7-mile road, 11 kilometers, that takes the traveler to the top of Tian Mun Mountain, where the peak is crowned with a natural rock arch and hole, that was believed to be the link between the gods and the mortal world, appropriately called Heaven's Gate, is filled with hairpin turns and sections that seem to spiral upwards. The surrounding views are everything you'd expect from the Chinese landscape, with its eerie beauty, but gazing too much at the scenery could lead to a precipitous fall off a cliff, so be warned. 9. Karakoram Highway. Like all the roads, passes and highways in this part of the world, Karakoram seems to float from its altitude. The road snakes across the Karakoram mountain range at 15,397 feet, 4,693 meters, to connect China with Pakistan, and as such, is the highest paved international highway in the world. Because of the blood, sweat and tears occasioned by the road's construction in the late 50s, over 1,000 Chinese and Pakistani workers lost their lives, and its terrifying altitude, KKH is known as the eighth wonder of the world. Da'atas Gorges. These spectacular Moroccan gorges located between the Atlas Mountains and Anti-Atlas Mountain Range offer stunning vistas of 1,000 kasbahs nestled in desert settings amid towering snow-capped peaks. The road that cuts through this otherworldly landscape runs 100 miles from Ouarzazate, the gateway to the Sahara Desert, to Tinagur in the Tadra Gorge, where the unearthly silence of the African lunarscape and the Martian rock formations shimmy the traveler into another dimension. Driving a car tends to be rather monotonous, especially when you take the same routes day after day. There are plenty of roads that many of us have yet to discover, and the adrenaline rush that they offer makes them particularly exciting. Some of the world's most dangerous roads are impassable.